Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Aloha, Sagittarius. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your spirit messages for mid-December to mid-January. Sorry I'm a little late this month getting things together, and I am getting my filming studio together, so excellent. So anywho, welcome. Let's get started. A few announcements to make. Please do like, share, subscribe, hit the bell button. All of those things help my channel to grow and expand. Also, the month of December, I am doing 50% off all of my sessions. So this includes tarot readings, one-to-one mentorship, 3, 6, or 9 month increment, as well as clearings for home, quantum energy, or your emotional body as well. So please do email me if you would like a free consultation to see what would fit best for you to achieve your goals. That email is thewhisperingdragonfly@gmail.com. Okay, let's get started. We're going to take some Hawaiian salt. Beautiful. Gives you your minerals and clears the energy for Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising for mid-December to mid-January. Okay, beautiful. We are going to look at your general energies. Remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest. We will be looking at both career and love, though, in the reading. All right, we have Bridget, inner strength. Beautiful. It says, move back to wholeness, recognize that you have the power. And Sagittarius, you guys are a fire sign. They said, look at the fire in her hands. Your future is held in your hands, Sagittarius. So this is calling me to feel like you are coming into your own personal sovereignty this month. So as we're closing out this year and moving into the new year, you have the strength to make the changes that you've been wanting to make. I feel like for some of you, you have been really going through a lot of changes, both in your personal life, but also in business. Like it's like, Sag, you guys have been on a bit of a transformation journey, as we all have. But I feel like you do have the power to move back into wholeness. And I do feel like for some of you, this means that you may be letting go or leaving certain people, habits, things behind in order to go for your dreams this month. Okay. I do want to say that it is a beautiful, that Venus is in retrograde through the end of December here, and so there's a lot of things coming up relationally around that. So some of you may be going through some relational changes. All right, we have Emerald. I love how it's like really focusing through the back there. That's beautiful. It says the Stone of Truth. Beautiful. It says emerald's a popular healing stone commonly used for the healing of eyesight as well as aiding women in transitioning into menopause. It is said to protect from nightmares when placed by the bed as well as prevent psychic attacks. Those wishing to recall a past life have turned to emerald for its helpful energy. Okay, beautiful. And this is heart chakra clearing. And the god and goddess of that is Thoth and Isis. Okay, so really beautiful. I feel like in the month time frame from mid-December to mid-January, you guys are really going through a transformation in the heart chakra and opening up to that in larger quantity, Sagittarius. So I feel like the amount of light that you're about to hold in your heart chakra is expanding exponentially. This may mean that there are changes in your relationship. So this isn't specifically a love reading, but I'm feeling like there is family and romantic relations that are coming to a new agreement, okay? Some are coming to a close. I do feel like some of you will be choosing a different partner or choosing to be single for a time, whereas some of you may be upgrading your agreements with your partner. Others, it is the holiday time, so I do feel like there's going to be conversations that are had that have to do with really getting the truth out there in your close relationships, especially with that Venus retrograde. We have Chiron in retrograde. I feel like that's coming out of retrograde towards the end of the month, or it may have just, we'll have to look at that, but we've been in a 6-month period of that wounded warrior being up, so especially during this holiday time, childhood wounds are up, okay? So you have the inner strength to move back to wholeness and recognize your own power during this season here, okay? All right. Let's look at career for Sagittarius. Okay. Give them a good shuffle. All right. Beautiful. All right, Sag, I feel like there's some things that you weren't wanting to see career-wise that hadn't quite been illuminated yet in the past. So in the past few months, I feel like for many of you in the career sector, you've been, it feels like taking 2 steps forward and then 3 steps back, you know, like, okay, I'm trying my best here. And what they were saying is that it just wasn't time yet, but it feels like in the now you're transitioning into wholeness, okay? I love this. You have the Sun card and you have Bridget here, okay? So what's coming in is wholeness. So this rune that's on her skirt means wholeness, okay? And so you do have the inner strength, and this is the best card in the deck. This is victory after conflict. This is the light after a dark night of the soul. This is incoming energy after a time of not having any energy. And then we have 4 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. So I do feel like, again, we have separation here is the rune that's in her earring. So some of you may be changing careers altogether or going into a different practice or job. This is normally kind of the hoarder or the penny pincher of the tarot cards. But you know what I'm feeling like is, you know, it's good for you to save back some money for yourself as you make this transition. So this is indicating that Spirit is taking you out of the murky waters and bringing you into the calm waters, and Spirit is doing that. Some of you may have an affinity for ravens or crows. That may be a symbol for you that all is well, but what Spirit keeps saying is all is well. So they may say, you know, hold on to your investments at this time, maybe be a little bit more frugal than you normally would be, Sagittarius, because I feel like you're about to burst into new income and money streams coming in, especially at the beginning of 2022, like it's feeling like, you know, mid-February to March, but I'm going to do the year reviews hopefully next week, so that you guys can look into, you know, how to do your investments. But it feels like, you know, save some money back at this time for this month. I know this is a spending time of the year, but they're saying, you know, Spirit will take you out of any of those murky waters. So I do feel like you're protected, and I do feel like you'll have all that you need, but you're gonna get some very exciting news around career. Okay, and then let's see, 2, 3, 4, beautiful. Okay, and so in addition to this for love and romance, let's get an oracle card with that. They're bringing me back to career. Some of you are wanting to start your own businesses, and they're saying just wait a little bit longer. So like all the cooperative components are being gathered for you. So if you feel like in 2021 it just didn't go the way that you wanted it to, take heart, because it's about to. You're just needing to meet a few more people. And let's look for love and romance for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising for mid-December to mid-January. All right. It says, the heart of the matter, there is more going on than meets the eye. Okay, beautiful. They're having me kind of really zoom that one in. Okay, so there's multiple things, multiple storylines going on here. For those of you that are in a connection, this is 22, so the number 22 may mean something to you. That's a master number, but breaks down to 4, which is the foundation. For some of you, I feel like with these cards, everything hasn't quite been illuminated yet. So some of you may be separating from someone that you're either married to or in a long-term relationship. But what's beautiful with this is that you are going to overcome any betrayal, sneakiness. This is not going to be for everyone, but it does seem like a small few may have had some cheating and things going on. And what it's saying is like that's being overcome. You are going to get out from looking at the past and being stuck by the end of this month, and you're going to see the new cup that's offered for you. And we have the 10 of Pentacles, so it's happy home, happy life. Okay, and so you will have all of the resources you need for those of you that need to leave a situation. For others of you, I feel like that have been single or in a complicated relationship. I feel like many of you have been in these like on again, off again relationships that have been a little bit complicated. And so what they're saying is that the heart of the matter, there's more, and some of you are in no contact right now. And what they're saying is like for a good portion of you that you were just outright ghosted if you were single. And there is more going on behind the scenes. So I do feel like this person is going to reconnect with you. Let's see here. What needs to be illuminated here that they're not seeing with this moon card for Sagittarius? Okay. Cool. All right. This is multifold. So what you haven't seen yet, so we have the Hermit. This could indicate a Virgo. Who do we have on the table? Just Virgo right now. Well, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So Hermit here. Your person ghosted because they were going into themselves to learn something. And then we have Knight of Swords. So there is communication coming in rather quickly and unexpectedly for you. And for those of you, you know, for many of you, you might have hermited yourself. But it was for good reason. So now it's time, you've learned the lessons that you need to learn, and it's time to bring that energy out into the world. This is both in business and in your love life. Okay, so it's really good energy. I feel like what they're saying is just let the past be the past. When this person comes back in, they will have some truth to tell you. They're going to tell you what they learned. I feel like some of them have had a heightened spiritual experience. Some of them have really learned some hard knock lessons. So if you can be a bit understanding when they do come in with the communication and really share what you guys have learned, that's going to open up this 10 of Pentacles. And I do feel like for many of them, they've been, you know, learning a craft, even though that's not the 8. It feels like some of them have been learning a craft while they've been a little bit silent. And for some, it's because they've wanted to be a provider. They wanted to be able to give an offer to you. But couldn't give the offer to you because they didn't feel like they had enough, or they were enough, or had enough resources to really create the life they wanted to create with you. And so it took some time for them to go into themselves to gain their inner strength. Okay, so it's not a bad thing sometimes when people kind of go away. Obviously, never allow somebody back who was toxic, hasn't changed their behavior, was abusive, clearly. But I feel like for any of those who were waiting on someone who hasn't, who was in a no contact situation, I do feel like they are coming back in, and they will have explanation that's going to be really kind of, you'll understand it. You'll know why things happened how they happened. I feel like, again, we have this Sun card in the now, so things are changing for you now. For those of you who are not looking for a past person, I do feel like this time as those of you who have been single, this time as a hermit that you haven't really seen, like, why am I still single? Why am I not, you know, getting out there? Like, what is going on, Spirit? Why haven't I gotten my person yet? You know, Spirit's saying there's more going on. There's more to the heart of the matter here. So I feel like you've been in a healing process, and now's the time where that energy, they're taking you out of that darker energy and into this beautiful energy. Like, these two cards are my favorite cards in the deck, because Ten of Pentacles says not only are you, because I like Ten of Cups, but Ten of Pentacles I love, but I'm also Capricorn and a diamond, right? So like, this says your resources are taken care of as well. So this is everything. This is like the all-in card. Everything's going well. Community, your family, even the dog's happy. Okay, you got your coins there. And this is the Tree of Life symbol here. And the Sun card is best card in the deck. It's like you have been through it, Sagittarius, but I feel like now you're finally coming into that inner strength to move forward and move back to wholeness. So where maybe you felt like disjointed or broken apart, now things are coming back in. Now it's going to make sense why you had to let go of a person or a job or a situation, or even a family member. I feel like some of you have been estranged from a family member for a time, and then that's going to come back into wholeness now, where before the energy wasn't right. They wouldn't have responded to you in such a way. And this is going to be for a very small few, but I feel like for some of you, you haven't been able to see, like, there's a child involved, so you haven't been able to see your child. And I feel like that's going to be coming into alignment to where you will be able to see your child. It doesn't feel like things are going to be like hunky-dory as far as, you know, there's still some work to do on the communication between the other co-parent, but it feels like you are now going to be able to see your child or children. And that's not going to be for everybody. That was really, really specific. But if you've been worrying about that, it feels like that communication's coming in to where you'll be able to see that. And what they're saying is, I watched that movie last night, so they reminded me of this, what was it, Unforgivable, I think is the name of the movie. But you are forgivable, you know, and I feel like for those of you that this message is for, it's super specific, you absolutely have paid the price for anything that would have seemed like, I feel like you'll do anything for your kids, and you have really done that. So that's definitely not going to be for everybody, but for whomever it is for, love to you, because that feels like that was a journey, we'll say it that way. Okay. So yes, Sagittarius, I feel like open your beautiful hearts. Y'all are fiery and loving, but it feels like things are about to really look up, and it's going to be very obvious, those of you that need to let go of a person that's been holding you back, or let go of a job. This is not going to be news to you. This is something you've been wanting to do for a long time. So this is not going to be like, oh, I got in a fight with my boyfriend yesterday and you know, are we supposed to break up? No, that's not. It's been a pattern of behavior, or a pattern of things at a workplace. Okay, so let's get a couple more cards just to close out the reading. Any advice from Spirit for Sagittarius? Looks good. Returning to wholeness is a good thing, and you are strong enough, Sagittarius. Okay, you are. Ooh. No, okay, just this one. All right, we got, this is so cute. Mead Talks. Preparing the body, mind, and spirit. This is beautiful. This is like self-care, spending time with yourself and doing a me talks, you know. It's getting yourself ready for all of this incoming goodness that's coming on in here, all right? So really do some self-care this month. That is a 39, which reduces down to a 3. Okay, so you're really sealing the deal here. You're putting yourself first. You're coming back to wholeness. Look how beautifully these go together. Okay? I just want you to see those because it's about you right now, Sagittarius. It's not about everybody else. It's really about you. And they're showing me the tub, the water, like the mermaid spirit. So if you can be by an ocean, get in the salt water. If you can't be by the ocean, give yourself a salt bath at home. That's going to really help with the energies. I also feel like they keep saying electromagnetic energy, so I feel like that's affecting you guys. So if you can do your best to reduce electromagnetic, so salt bath, turn off your phones at night, keep them in a completely different room. What are the other? Shungite is a stone that you can wear that really helps to ease those. And it's great. We have stillness and flow is your ending messages here. So this is you taking care of you, getting into the stillness and the peace in your heart that allows the flow. Okay? I'm loving that because it's showing that you're going to come back into wholeness and you're choosing that your happiness and your cup overflowing is the most important thing. That way you can give to everyone else. You can't give from an empty cup. And it's showing that the flow is about to start going for you. Okay, and that is beautiful. And they're saying the full moon. So we are almost to a full moon. We've got 2 more days before the full moon, so that's going to mean something for you. So really put your intentions out there for this full moon because it's bringing you rewards and it's going to really help you to clear. There's a big emphasis on clearing and coming back into your own sense of well-being. Okay, so thank you so much, Sagittarius. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. I'm going to go ahead and close it out there, and until next time, aloha.